Hi everyone, Aiden here at the trailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Blazer High Profile Emergency LED light. This is going to be a magnetic light that attaches to the roof of your vehicle, whether it be a utility vehicle, some sort of work truck, a construction vehicle, maybe a plow truck, anything where you might need some extra visibility. This is going to mount up to the roof in a very non-permanent way so you can move it around, plug into 12-volt power in your vehicle or in your truck bed, and give you a couple different lighting modes with both a white and an amber LED, and it's going to be heated, so great for snowy weather, melting some snow. Let's check it out. The cord that you plug into the 12-volt power with is going to be up to 12 feet long. It does stretch out, but if you put enough tension on it, it will kind of move the light a little bit, so I don't know if you get the full 12 feet out of it, but it is certainly enough to reach from your vehicle in through the door. And you can shut the door on it. That cord will just kind of conform around the weather seal. So if it is bad weather or something, you don't have to worry about water getting into your vehicle. And since the unit itself is IP67 rated, it's going to be good too. And then inside, it'll just plug into 12-volt power. And there's two switches on the unit. One, that's the power switch. When you flip it, the red LED will illuminate, turning it on. And the other one won't stay put in one position if you push it down like that. That's just what we're going to use to change the different modes. So there will be 3 different lighting modes or patterns, and then, like I said before, the white, the amber, and the combination LEDs. And here's a quick walkthrough of all the different modes. When you first turn it on, it's going to be in this slow flashing amber. I can transition it to a fast flashing amber, a rotating amber light, and then when I hit it again, it'll transition into the exclusively white LEDs, following the same patterns as the slow flash, the quick flash, and the rotating, and then the final 3 other combinations. So it'll be the combination amber and white, now moving on to the quick flashing, and the spinning lights here. And when you hit it one more time, it'll just cycle back through to the original one. And when you have it plugged in, it'll just ambiently heat up to help melt any snow that accumulates on it if you did have this operating during the winter. One of the nice things about it, so you can keep good visibility. And to the touch, you can definitely feel that it's starting to warm up after about 10 minutes of being on, maybe a little less, honestly. But you really only feel that heat on the top of the unit here, but it's starting to transfer down that polycarbonate lens. That polycarbonate lens is nice because it will be impact resistant, but honestly, it doesn't conduct the heat very much, so we're getting about 85 degrees reading on our infrared thermometer on the lens itself, which around when it was off, it was about 80, 82. It is also summer right now, so that may vary in the wintertime, but the top of the unit there, that's running at about 97 degrees right now, and it's climbing pretty steadily. So that part, I think, is starting to transfer heat down into that lens. You can even feel it a bit. And I do think in the winter it'll perform really well. And one thing I really like about this one compared to some of Blazer's other lights is it is very visible. The lights themselves are pretty bright, I'd say enough that you can actually see it during the day, and during the night it's going to really help with visibility if it is darker or completely night. But compared to the other one we've worked with, the low profile one, it's just much more visible being taller like this. So even if you did have it on a full-size truck, I think visibility would be no problem, especially if you parked on the side of the road and offset it to one side of the vehicle, kind of like we are here. It just makes it more visible to other drivers when they're driving down the road and making sure that they can see what's going on. Now the magnet underneath is going to be in this ring here. It's fairly strong. I'm pretty confident that it's going to hold on really well to most roofs. And one thing about it is that it does have a layer here. It's kind of just like a sticker to prevent any metal-on-metal contact with your roof. It does feel like it's in place pretty well, but the stickers on the smaller one did fall off pretty easily, so over time this might wear away. Just keep an eye on it if you want to protect your roof, and you might have to come back over maybe with some electrical tape, just something to create a barrier to prevent that metal-on-metal contact. But setting it down on the roof, it does get a strong hold. And because it's only in the center there, if you did happen to set it on a ridge on your roof, I think it's going to still get a strong hold there, but I would advise just going for a flat spot where it can make flat, even contact. Then in the middle of that, there is going to be a slight indentation where there's a breather patch underneath to prevent moisture from building up inside the light, fogging it up, and adding condensation. Some dimensions to keep in mind. For the overall height, it is going to be 4 15/16 of an inch tall, so almost 5 inches. And it does stick up a fair bit, keeping it very visible. And the base diameter is going to be 4 11/16 of an inch. Again, just under 5 inches, but that'll let you know if it'll fit between the ridges on your roof and how much space it'll take up there. So whether you're working on utilities or you've got a work truck, maybe a snow plow truck or a tow vehicle, then this is going to be a great way to add that extra visibility and just make sure other drivers on the road know that there's a stationary vehicle on the side of the road to watch out for. I'd say what you can do is, if you don't like this one, maybe you don't need the white LED, Blazer does make a few that are just exclusively amber LEDs with similar flashing strobe modes. And then they also make a variety of different sizes, so if you need something that's bigger or you want something that's more low profile, you can get those options here at eTrailer. It really just depends on what you need for your truck, how tall it sits, what kind of purposes you're going to be using it for, and what kind of visibility you need. But I think if you have use for both the amber and the white LEDs, and you like the fact that it's heated for the winter time, then it'll be a great fit for your truck. Thanks for watching.